Wherever you are and however you are listening, thank you so much for being back with us on another episode of the Virtual GM podcast. Today, it is December 5th. I don't know if you can believe it, but the year is almost over, and we are talking about planning for 2025. We're going to give you 3 to 4 different things that you need to be doing between now and the end of the year so you can be ready to have the best year of your business. 2025 is going to be an awesome year, but you've got to take the time to work on your business and stop just working in your business. Be sure to like and subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy the episode.
Welcome back to the Virtual GM podcast. We are on season 2, episode 28, and we are your hosts, Cody and Meagan Aidens.
And we're back. Hopefully we're tan. We just got back from Mexico. I'll just kick off my segue because I'm accidentally in it. Just stepped right into that puddle. So we have started a tradition of going to Mexico for Thanksgiving. It's just so nice not to have to cook or not have to do anything or go anywhere and be on the beach. I mean, we live in southern Utah, so it's not like it's super cold, but being on the beach when it's 80 and sunny is what a treat. So we just got back from Mexico. It was awesome. Had a great time. My dad and sister Sarah went, and then some neighbor friends of ours went with their daughter, and so it was just an absolute blast. Highly recommend it. Look into it. Skip Thanksgiving. Go on vacation. Love to take a vacation when it's cold here and warm there.
Yeah, it just gives you a chance to decompress too before the new year gets going. And you know, you've worked so hard all year long. Like it really is a great time to
And for us, everything's slowing down right now, so it's a good time to do that. Good, like you said, we've worked our butts off all season, get a nice reward. We found this awesome resort in Cancun. It's 10 minutes from the airport. The staff is amazing. They've got great pools, water slides, lazy river, all the fun stuff. Absolutely love it. What's it called?
Dreams Natura.
Shout out Dreams Natura. If you're a Vanderpump Rules fan, that's where Sheena got married.
She did get married there, huh?
Yep. So little dirty secret. I love a good Vanderpump Rules. Okay. And then end of month finances. That is my business best. It is December 5th. We jumped right on it as per usual. Got it knocked out. Nothing feels better than getting our clients all their financial information as soon as possible. So that is my business best.
Mine are the same as yours.
Oh my gosh. Come on, Meagan. Give the listeners something good.
I mean, it just seems like the first of the month rolls around so quickly, and I'm always doing end of month finances.
I know. It's crazy.
It does feel nice to just get it taken care of.
And it's December. Can you believe it?
No.
I mean,
this is crazy.
We are what, 26 days away from 2025?
Yeah, I don't know where the year went.
Fastest year of my life.
Yeah, pretty wild. But yeah, same for me, Mexico, I look forward to it every year, Yep. I mean, this is our third year. This is our third year going for Thanksgiving, and it's been just so nice to get away with the family, and you have that time to connect and just not have to worry about anything.
Nothing says Thanksgiving like tacos.
Did we have tacos on Thanksgiving? Yep. You do you.
Yeah.
It's our own tradition.
Yeah.
And I love it. So,
I love it
anyway,
too. So the kids. Okay. So what are we talking about? It is December 5th. We've got, like I said, 26 days left in the month. So what are we doing right now? What's happening? What can we be doing in our business? And we thought, let's talk about planning for 2025. It's so easy in your business, especially if you're running it, to just get stuck in the monotony of the day-to-day and never take any time to work on your business versus working in your business. We spend every day of our lives working in our business, but if you don't take time to work on your business, you're going to miss so many opportunities. So I really want to talk about taking that 10,000 feet example and really planning for the year. So one of the things that we love to do is our annual marketing plans. And so what we do is we look at the entire year. We're pulling all of our traffic. We're looking at how we did with socials. How many followers did we have? What did we spend every quarter? What was our revenue? What was our ADR? What was our occupancy? What are all of those metrics that we really measure and know make an impact on our business? And so we go through and we start with our comp set. So we're looking at who did we compare ourselves to last year? Who do we need to compare ourselves to this year? And who do we really need to have an eye on? So we're going to pick 4 properties around each property that we want to use as our comp set to really help us make informed decisions. Then we go through a SWOT analysis. So for those of you that don't know, SWOT analysis is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And so we're going to determine what are our 2 best strengths. What are we really going to lean into? What are our 2 weaknesses? Where do we need to know that we're falling short? What are our 2 opportunities? Where can we improve in 2025? And then what's a threat to our business right now? Saturation, the economy, visitation, whatever it is. Everyone's different. But what are those threats that you have? And we're going to take a look at our property statistics, ADR, occupancy, RevPAR, and we're going to break down each of our revenue where we finished for every quarter and set new targets for the revenue for every quarter this year. So we've got a milestone to go after. Then we jump into our demographics. So who was visiting our websites, who was staying with us, where were they coming from, so we can build out our targeted marketing for 2025. And where were we getting our traffic from? Who was our biggest contributors? Was it Meta? Was it Google? Was it OTAs, Airbnb? Where was our traffic coming from? Where did our customers like to find us? And then we're going to jump into setting our budget for the year. So how much are we going to spend on SEO and on content and on influencers and on paid ads? All of those things, we're going to break that down. And then we're going to go in and say, okay, so here's how we finished and all the metrics that matter from a marketing standpoint. What do we want to be in 2025? And then we're going to break that up into 4 different quarters, and we're going to set everything that we did in 2024, set a target for 2025. And we're talking in that moment, we're saying, what's our budget going to be for ads in quarter 1? What do we anticipate getting back on our returns? What do we anticipate our open rate for our email to be? What do we anticipate our click rate to be? How many followers do we want to be at? And then we even pre-prepare our emails. So we're going to go in and decide, we're going to pull up the calendar, look at the events. We're going to look at last year's email campaigns. Like, I think we did a base camp one for Canyons that had like a 55% open rate.
Wow.
So we know the base camp tagline created interest for our guests. So we're going to definitely find opportunities to mix that in. So we're going to set those email campaigns and then set all the targets for that for each quarter. So that is, from a marketing standpoint, what I would like all of you to be thinking about. And honestly, if you want, I'll send you our template. So shoot me an email, cody@thevibrantteam.com, and I'll send you an example with the data blank so you can use it for yourself and create a marketing plan.
I love that.
What else should we be doing?
I think you covered it. You just talked for the last 10 minutes. I think you did a great job. Good work.
What about the virtual GMs? What are some of the things that you guys are going to be doing?
What are we going to be doing? That's a great question.
Well, you talked about it. Get them all together, go back over it, refresh everybody.
Yeah, because we are going into our slow season. Some things have been being missed that I've noticed. And you were like, oh, address them now. But it didn't make sense right now because we are going into our slow season. Our mentality shifts a little bit.
Sure.
Because we have been so busy over this last season. And so we get this downtime, which is really nice. And so like February, I'll probably have a meeting with all of them and just kind of go over what our expectations are. How are we delivering the best guest experience? Because there have been some shortcomings,
Yeah.
And running it how I want it ran, and how I treat the guests,
Yeah.
And maybe it's different because, well, we own the company. And so,
Sure.
I take.
But that's how we want to be for our clients, right? We want to engage with their guests
like
we own the company.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
That's us apart.
Just going over those expectations, and getting them excited for the next season,
Yeah.
Finding what motivates them.
And of course, making sure your rates are right. You should have already done this. We're loading our rates. We like to keep about 365 days worth of rates loaded at all times, but we do them in quarters. So like as quarter 3 ended, so a month or so ago, 2 months ago, I guess, then we loaded all of quarter 3 or quarter 4 for the next year. So you can always have that time to book. Mm-hmm. But go in and check your rates, make sure they're right. Make sure you've got all of if you've got, like we've got the 505 and the local and Sweetwater that have college football. Mm-hmm. Those schedules come out soon, and you don't want to have a huge game and not have your rates adjusted for that because the rates inflate so much. So make sure you've gone through, looked at a calendar, looked at your big rates or your big events, and have those rates be at the right place that they should be. And then, of course, finances, you've got to get that in order as well. So if you haven't been doing budgets, if you don't have a budget, then what I would do is go back and pull your bank statements for 2024 and take a look at your ins and outs for every month and kind of project that as well and say, where am I going to, because depending on how you take your revenue as well, are you doing 50% deposit or a first night stay? Are you booking it all at the time of when they arrive? I would recommend getting money at the booking. I would do 50% or at minimum first night. But go back and look at your bank statements and really prepare. For Meagan and I, we have our business every single month. We know what we plan to spend for everything, marketing, auto, meals, entertainment, professional fees, like every single thing that we already have broken down by month and projected out for the entire year with our revenue and our income. And then it's really good to go back and update that after every month is closed, so you can really get a feel for how well you're predicting your business, because part of being a good owner is being good at predictability. If you can't forecast where you're going to be in your business, it's very hard to be successful.
Yeah.
So I really challenge all of you to take that time. And you guys know, listening to the podcast, that we work on EOS. And one of the things that EOS does is you have a quarterly meeting every quarter, but the annual meeting is so important. So if you're running it with you and a small team, or maybe it's just you, or maybe it's you and your spouse, take a day and set it aside and really think about, what do you want this year to look like? What are the goals you want to achieve? What are the things you want to do? So you don't just roll into January and you're just showing up like it's a job again. Treat it like a business and be an owner and work on it.
Well, I think it can be overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people procrastinate, but if you just take that day, like it can really change the way you operate your business and everything that comes along with it.
Yeah, 8 hours is going to save you so much more time over the next 365 days. Don't procrastinate. Put it on your calendar. That is a to-do from this episode. We're all about traction and moving the needle forward. So put it on your calendar right now. Pick a day, block it out, get off-site so you can't be at your property. So that way you can't be distracted. You can't get pulled in for a guest issue. Mm-hmm. Give yourself 8 hours minimum and really go through and determine what next year is going to look like for you. I promise you, if you'll do that, you're going to come back and thank us a year from now.
Absolutely.
All right. Can you think of anything else we should be doing to plan for 2025?
Yeah. Great tips.
Okay. All right. Well, then that wraps up this episode. If you can believe it, we only have 3 episodes left in the year of 2024.
Wow.
Hard to believe. If you're not already a subscriber, please click below, like and subscribe. The likes go a long ways. It helps us with YouTube. Subscribers are huge. If you can download the episode, that is even better. But thank you so much for listening. I can't wait for you guys to plan for 2025. It's going to be an incredible year. And I know if you take the time to work on your business, you're going to be so thankful you did. Have a great rest of your week, and thank you for listening.